104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni cheese hot dog.
Ryan.
I am the worst DJ ever.
With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is Thursday. It's July 24th of 2025. It's 6 o'clock on the dot. Ruler Ryan, Eric, Special K. Guess what, guys?
What?
Guess what?
What?
What is today? It's a huge day. 7/24/25.
Is this when y'all started?
Today's our KRBE anniversary.
awesome.
19 years on these mics.
Wow,
19 years at KRBE.
No way.
We could
This
have
is-
a voting kid.
Yeah. We have a child that's turning 19.
Smoke cigarettes legally for the last year.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought they had to be 21 for that.
Oh, you do now?
To smoke cigarettes?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Kids
I
get
haven't paid
vape
attention
pens
to-
when they're 12 nowadays.
Oh, my God,
that's
stop.
not a
They
good
shouldn't
thing.
be. But yeah, 19 years ago, we started the show on KRBE. We originally started our show on January 13th of 2003 in Houston, but
Wow.
on the KRBE airwaves as a morning show, we have been on for 19 years today.
That's awesome.
Wow, 19. Somebody right now is like 29, 39, 49. They're like, wow.
Happy anniversary.
Woo to us. We're the donuts.
I do
guess we should get
believe
some.
we hold the record. KRBE has been a radio station since what, 1959?
58, I thought.
58 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there. And we hold the record. No morning show has ever been in place this long.
Wow. That feels good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
November
cool.
8th of 19... Actually, you're right. 1959. I knew there was an 8 in there. November 8th, 1959 is when KRBE signed on in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, well, who was after us for the longest? Was it Sam?
Probably. I think he was here 14 years.
Was it 14?
Yeah.
Or was it 12? I don't know the history
like
of all the morning
100.
shows because there was because when I was growing up in Houston, 93Q was not a country station; it was top 40, and that's
really?
what I listened to.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Oh.
John
yeah,
Lander?
because I remember it went off the air in 1993, and I remember that because they are 93Q, and it was 1993 that they went off the air, and they turned it into a country station.
And I'm friends with the old morning guy there, John Lander.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's so
On
crazy,
Facebook.
John Lander.
And he'll put photos, like yesterday he had photos of him with 93Q behind him.
Uh-huh.
And he's with Ozzy Osbourne. And then he's got, man, Bon Jovi would come up here to him like
he was a
he
god.
had
He was a god.
everything in the 80s. Think about it,
Yeah.
there's no streaming, there's nothing, no competition.
Yeah,
Like,
the only
besides
outlet
radio.
was the radio. We're the original influencers.
So he had,
Correct.
All the big stars.
I'll see all these celebrities he had back then. I'm like, what? We could never get those people.
Well, there
If
was
they
a
came to
station-
town,
there
they
was-
came to him.
Like Chuck Norris when
Yeah.
he was in his
Yeah.
heyday, and then he had someone else with him. I think Muhammad Ali, or no, George Foreman or something. Just, it was
Well,
pretty
Mega
cool.
101 was called Rock 101, and Dana Steele, I'm Facebook friends with her. Although I didn't listen to Rock 101 as a child,
Oh,
I'm
I
aware
did.
of it because I was a Houston kid. She has crazy amounts of pictures of these superstars that would just come to the radio station hallways because that's just what they did. Radio had, I want to say it had so much more power. But
It was the
okay,
only
I'll say
choice.
it had so much more power
It
because
really did.
when a concert came to town, it was not weird for the concert artist to be like, I'm going to go to the radio station. Now it's like a radio station would be like, well, I mean, especially after COVID, all the rules are out the
And
window. But
the-
before COVID, it would be like a thing. Like, can we set it up with like when Ed Sheeran came here for his show, we had to have a whole like schedule for him to see if he could come here and then what's the timeline. Back then it felt like they were like, ding dong, bing bong, here we are at a radio station.
And
Everybody's jumping in.
they came in their prime too. It wasn't like they were just starting
Up and
out.
coming and-
Wasn't
yeah.
like-
or has been. Like
Right.
they were here. And back in those days, radio personalities would bring on stage their, these big acts. I cannot tell you how many times.
That probably, I mean, that was happening even up to 20 years. I mean, 15 years ago. I remember during the Black and Blue tour for Backstreet Boys, that was a massive tour for them. I brought them on stage. Like they were still doing that during that time, boy band stuff time. But in the 70s and 80s, I don't know radio before like my first memories driving to school. And whoever was the oldest in the car ruled the radio station. Not my mom. The oldest child was like, let's put this on.
It was a
So-
big deal because, like, when we were kids, there were no iPhones. So that was it. That was your main source
But
of entertainment.
They got all the celebrities because they're the only game in town. But if you add up back in the 80s, there wasn't 7.5 million people living here.
True.
You know
How
what I
many
mean?
people were here? I
This
don't
thing's
even know.
exploded the last 25 years.
It's crazy.
Since I moved here, it's tripled in size.
Yep.
Okay.
Population.
I'll do a deep dive. Let's see what the population was.
Like
Give me a year.
1988. 1988.
It says on Wikipedia about KRBE's history that initially KRBE faced skepticism about FM radio's potential
Because AM was the big
because everything
thing.
was AM, and everyone's like, "What the hell are you going to do the FM dial?"
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm in radio, and I still don't understand why the AM dial needs to exist because
I
you
don't
can't hear
know.
anything.
It's not very good. 1988, the population of Houston was 2,810,000. This is the metro area.
Now we're at 7.5, almost
That's
8.
insane.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you tell me, because the biggest radio nerd in the room is Eric. You know all the things all the time. What is the reasoning for AM dial still?
I mean, right now it's politics. Like they're fighting, and I'm watching.
But why can't you put that on an
talk.
FM
Well, because
switch?
you don't
Remember we had
need
that
stereo.
Talk
a lot of
News
small,
FM?
a lot of small markets only have so many stations, and like most of the AMs are live and local. Like
Okay.
WCMY that I worked at, where I
Yeah.
did radio Tradio and I read the obituaries.
Yeah.
That's always weird.
read the obituaries.
But you
Frank
can.
Sutton.
I was going to say you could put on FM2. I mean,
Yeah, like-
HD2, but not everyone has the HD.
No,
Right.
a lot of people
No,
don't have
and my
HD.
new truck doesn't have HD. My old truck did.
I know,
So
I'm
weird.
so
Well,
sad
think
my
about
new
it.
car doesn't have either.
AM was the very first radio. FM didn't come around until much later.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
other
But
thing.
That's
It
what
was
I'm
the
asking.
original.
Like, now we're 2025
It's all talk
in a
stuff.
world
Like,
of...
there's some music, but it's really just
Oh, it
Yeah,
sounds
'cause
like
Like, if
that
I
sounds
want to
terrible.
hear
You
an
don't need
Astros game,
elevator music.
like I leave an Astros game if it's, for whatever reason. I've had to leave Astros games before they were done, whether it's because timeline or it's a blowout. I'm still trying to listen to it on the way home, and I have to hear it on the AM dial. It's so annoying.
no. You put it on. If you have HD, I listen to HD too.
My new car doesn't have HD, which is making me crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so mad because our Nash Icon, I love that station, but we don't.
Yeah.
The KRBE has a HD
Isn't that
station
weird
called
that-
Nash Icon.
It's so weird, and I was like, "Well, can I get an update to my
You both have
stereo,
Chevy stuff, right?
Yeah.
head unit?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we don't do that."
Maybe Chevy made a deal with like not doing HD.
I don't know. My GMC
Well, they all
didn't
do
have it
deals.
either.
Right now, Congress is basically trying to force car makers to keep AM radio in vehicles. Several automakers
it's
like
politics.
Tesla and Ford decided to stop putting AM radios in their electric vehicles. They claim their electric motors interfere with the audio quality of the signal, and they don't even need to put it in there. So Congress is trying. They've been fighting back, lobbying for legislation that would force car makers to keep AM radios in the car as a matter of public interest.
But yeah, when stuff hits the fan,
Emergencies.
people tune into those stations. those
I
AM
guess they're
stations.
assuming
They can tune
that
into us.
nobody
We're
on
the ones
Earth
that
has an
always hear.
iPhone.
I know.
Yeah, but then your charge dies. If you're in a natural disaster, your charge will die.
That's what I am proud
Radio's
of.
radio.
When floods, tornadoes, hurricanes happen and stuff, and things around here, we're pretty good. We get the
KRBE's
right
on
people
it.
on. We entertain. We calm. We do all that stuff.
I feel like we're the standard now. Like, it's not, you don't have to go to AM radio to get your news during a natural disaster. As long as you can get the KRBE signal, you know we're here for you. We have always proven to be here for you
Yep.
during all the stuff. We always have somebody live when we can. If we know something's coming, there's a live person in this
I feel
room.
like I'm doing a little history lesson here. The very first AM radio station, November 1920.
Is it Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
KKDA?
KDKA went on the air in
you, Eric.
Pittsburgh.
I know.
Wow, Eric, you're really good at this.
I'm telling you, he's the biggest radio nerd in the room, and that's a compliment. I'm not
ADKA, the
saying bad
very
things.
first radio station.
I'm a nerd. Where's that drop? Where's that come on?
You're not a nerd.
You don't have that
That's a
one?
good way. Good thing. I'm a nerd. So anyway, today, for
Who's
those
flushing
of
the
you who are
toilet?
just tuning in,
Who's doing that?
Oh,
Is that
was
you?
it on?
That's
I was
you,
just
Ahmad.
clicking stuff.
You're running against the toilet
My
effect.
monitor's not on, so I was clicking around to turn it
Hey,
on.
do it again. Do it again.
Let's see,
Just
let's
hit
see.
something. Here we go.
Yeah. He was hitting something, huh?
Wait.
We're talking about the very first radio station. And
They weren't
little
doing
did they
that?
know over 100 years ago that there'd be a guy named Ahmad playing a toilet sound effect. flushing.
right. So for those of you just tuning in, I was saying today's our 19th anniversary on KRBE.
Oh, okay.
July 24, we started.
Where's the
show.
cake?
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
thought
where's the
about it.
cake? We gotta.
Oh, listen to this.
some
In
shit with them.
Some chicken
1930,
fingers in here. Maybe
On Friday.
Maybe tomorrow, Bryce.
they started putting radios in cars in 1930. General Motors began installing radios in their new Cadillacs. So it was
A
really
Cadillac?
It was for the
Nobody
rich,
could afford
rich
that.
folk. Yeah.
back then.
Cadillac.
That was
And
a
then I bet
big-
back then there was all this like controversy, like putting radios in vehicles is distracting.
Yeah.
they're going to hit somebody trying to move that round dial.
They're going to cause cheating.
But where would they put
Rose's back.
Betty Lou. Roula's dialing up the phone with the old hand crank on this side.
I know
I've got
some stockings. Some stockings were in the back of my
nylons.
T4 Model T.
That's crazy. So today's our anniversary on KRBE. Super fun. And 19 years, man. That's
And we all know it. What was our first song we ever played?
Crazy.
No, it was Barkley Crazy. And then it was Fort Minor, Where'd You Go? Those were the first two
Whatever
songs
happened to
on
Fort
KRBE.
Minor?
I don't know what
Where
they're
did
doing.
you go?
Are they still together? I have no idea.
Well,
gone.
he's from oh my gosh, Lincoln
Park.
Yeah,
Was that Chester? No, it wasn't Chester. It was
other
Mike
guy.
Shinoda.
Right, but Lincoln Park is doing their thing again.
Yeah, they got that
Now they
girl.
have a female singer.
So that's what he's doing. Fort Minor is his minor project.
Where are they now? That's what they're doing. Is it funny that you know this, Kevin?
go?
Okay, where'd you
Make
go?
money.
Coming up next, we're going to give you more information on the Benson backflip, as a lot of people are taking to this contest. But 7 o'clock is the magic hour. 7 o'clock is the magic hour. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram yesterday. I have to share a funny story with you guys about the Benson backflip because 7 o'clock is the magic hour. Here's your official weather for today, guys.
It is going to be sunshine. Looks like a high around 96 right now, 78 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, who also brings us the Benson backflip. It is our chance to give you an experience when it comes to Benson Boone's sold out September 18th show at Toyota Center. We have got the KRBE suite, and we'd like you to sit there with a friend and watch his show. I got an Instagram direct message yesterday, like 7 o'clock is that magic hour. If you guys weren't giving me the answer, there's no way in hell I'd win this contest.
That's the cool thing. We are going to give you the answer. We will give you the times that the contest is played.
It's 4 times
We
a
are
day.
giving you the answer, so you have every reason in the world to be listening at 7. And then right after that, we have roses.
Well, not every day, just today, that's for sure.
Today, though.
But yes, the
it is
Benson
a
backflip
magical 7 a.m. hour.
is a line. It's a lyric of his song, and we reversed it.
Did you just say that?
Magical.
Very odd.
Anyway, Benson backflip.
It's a weird 6 o'clock hour then.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there's news that came out when I was on vacation and during the commercial break. I was like, wait a second, did I miss this bus? How did I miss this bus? Because when you're on vacation, it's July 4th week. Nobody pays attention to the news. That's why celebrities should announce their divorces.
I
we
saw
talked about it. We
I
were
saw
here.
the ratings. We were awesome. No, I don't know.
I'm just saying, when it's a holiday, people don't pay attention to really a lot of things that are happening. Thanksgiving, people kind of check out. Christmas week is a variable. 4th of July, most people are like, okay. So the news of Devil Wears Prada coming out May 1st of 2026 came out. That is the 20th anniversary of Devil Wears Prada. And today, Entertainment Weekly, ew.com. Entertainment Weekly, ew.com, has pictures of Meryl Streep looking like Miranda Priestley around New York City as she has reprised her role as the iconic Runway magazine editor. Everybody wants this.
Was it based on Anna Wintour?
Anna Wintour from Vogue. Originally was a book, and it was about the girl who was her assistant in the fashion industry, and then loosely based on her experience with Anna Wintour, and then of course the movie has become quite the phenomenon.
Sequels are dangerous.
I know. But
You
listen,
can really
almost everybody
mess with
that's
the
in the
legacy.
original is in this one.
Not
Plus
Adrian
some.
Grenier.
Like old school, I always wanted them to do it, but I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
it's like
we're
Hangover.
fine.
They kind of, it was a money grab. for the
Hangover's
guys.
sequel was terrible.
I know. I wouldn't go that far. I thought
Oh, yeah,
Hangover
second one was terrible.
It was terrible.
Third one was better, but
Yeah.
it's still
tied it together. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. So Andy Sachs is back, Miranda Priestley. And, actually, Anne Hathaway was the 9th choice to play Andy Sachs. The 9th choice.
Oh, wow. That's,
When the studio was like, okay, we're going to cast this movie 100%, it's going to be Rachel McAdams. That's our Andy Sachs.
and she does everything, though.
And she's like,
back
nope,
then.
I don't want to do this movie. They were determined to get
Rachel McAdams said no.
Yeah, she was like, no,
I
not doing
bet she
that.
regrets that.
Or maybe not. She's got so many other movies.
Yeah, but that one's pretty iconic.
So is The Notebook.
Good
So
point.
is Mean Girls.
What, did she have to choose
Yeah,
between
but she
the
did
two?
those way before, right?
I know, I'm just saying. I mean, you already got some. It's not like she's like a nobody.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
she did
you
About
think-
Time.
Yeah, About Time.
I
That's
love that
the
movie.
Roula
Love,
and Ryan
love,
show with
love.
Eric Pick. Also, Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman, Kirsten Dunst were all asked to be Andy Sachs before Anne Hathaway became Andy Sachs. And no designers originally wanted to lend clothes to this film, even though it's about the fashion industry. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
is.
There were originally
Can't imagine.
no designers that would appear in this film because they did not want to incur the wrath of the real editor-in-chief of Vogue on a Wintour.
That's how scared they were of this woman?
Oh, good point.
crazy?
Yeah, what if it was like a slander type
Yeah.
thing on her?
But does she even have, do magazines have any power
20
now?
years ago they did.
They did then, but I'm talking about
Or 20 years ago
now.
because it came out 20 years ago. That means they filmed it 21 years and they had to write it. So 22 years ago, yeah.
Do these magazines or institutions like Vogue still have sway or
It
power?
does, because what was
Because
the slam story?
nobody buys magazines
Yo,
anymore.
what's the slam story about? Oh my God,
Should we
I'm jumbling
go
up on my
online?
entertainment facts. Something in the last 2 weeks where a famous man told his famous girlfriend, "You're never going to be on the cover of Vogue." What was that story? Who? Justin Bieber
Was this
told
Justin Bieber?
Haley. Right? Yeah, that's what. Thank you, Ahmad. I knew I was going to have me on that one. That was the whole thing about how Justin Bieber slammed his own wife about, "You're never going to be on the cover of Vogue."
That's not
'Cause
nice.
listen, I don't care how long we live, the cover of Vogue in the fashion industry is still the iconic, plant your flag, you're the top of the mountain. You got on the cover of Vogue. Okay, and speaking of actors and movies, there are a lot of different actors who have been auditioned for different roles. We very famously always refer to John Travolta almost having been Forrest Gump until Tom Hanks took it over. But that's who they wanted to be
think
Forrest
he's
Gump.
small man, Jenny.
I think he could have done it. He
But
would
I
have done
know
that
what
vo-
love is.
He wouldn't have done that voice, though,
Yeah, he would have done a Forrest Gump voice, I guess.
because Tom just thought of that voice.
Tom got
right?
the voice from the kid that plays Forrest Gump
Yes.
as a child.
So he started-
and just started talking like him. But who knows what John Travolta's
That's
voice
a
would have been
gutsy
like.
thing to do.
He based
Think about
his
it, you're
whole
around
character.
200 people are around you with,
Yeah.
behind the scenes watching you, and you're like, all right, I'm going to do this weird voice that no one knows. Hi, everybody. It's like,
But maybe
Oh, like, wait,
in
is he-
that
is he
world,
serious?
Eric, they don't think it's weird because in that world, all of that crew, either they're all paying attention to whatever they're doing or they're just used to Hollywood, the method actors of Hollywood and
I'm
blah,
sure
blah,
he
blah.
he worked it
I
out
know.
Takes
before
a
they
chance,
started
though.
rolling tape, before
Doesn't
they
he say
started
that in the movie
filming.
that made us, Ryan? And Netflix, the movies that
They
made
did.
us. Doesn't he talk about how he had to feel out that voice? And
Because-
maybe Robert Zemeckis at first was like, "Why are you doing that voice?"
see?
Because he saw the kid. I guess they filmed in sequence. Usually they're all over the place with their filming shot schedule, but they filmed the young Forrest first. And when he heard that local kid who had never acted before, and he heard that voice, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to base my voice on that kid."
Just have him grow up. I'm just Forrest adult.
It just reminded me. Eric, you ever get these, everybody did the AI version of the action figures, but I actually saw one for sale. I thought it was phony. It was a Simple Jack action figure from Tropic Thunder.
Simple. No, I don't-
That's one of my favorite movies of all
Ben
time.
Stiller plays.
Really?
I've only seen it
Simple
once.
Jack.
I need to see it again. It's been so long.
I saw it recently with my
so
daughter.
silly.
It's just
Tropic
like,
Thunder.
Simple Jack
Slap
is,
your knee, silly.
It's like his version of Forrest Gump.
I think it's a little bit over the top.
yeah,
it
it's
would
probably-
never
I
get
don't think
made
that movie
today.
can be made today. Yeah.
No way.
probably
Tom
not.
Cruise's character is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they're gonna
that's,
spin it off.
What was his? He was like a
Less
studio
something.
exec. What was he? He was like a suit. He was playing a suit.
Yeah.
The bald guy with
Yeah,
the
he's a
big
big-time,
forearms.
like,
Yeah.
He
Harvey
was like
Weinstein type.
the executive, of the movie company.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the
here's-
booty sweat was the drink.
Yeah,
that
booty
they started.
sweat.
We have it up here.
Lord.
Yeah, we do. I think it's
Oh
in
my God.
Yoje's office. Is the
about
booty, can of booty sweat.
Well, here are some actors that ultimately regret the roles they played. And the reason I say looking at you, Zac Efron, don't slap a gift horse in the mouth because High School Musical, I feel like if you weren't a Disney kid at that time, you as an adult that didn't have kids knew Zac Efron's name because of the phenomenon of what High School Musical was.
Yep.
Zac Efron and
Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens. Why did I say Natasha?
You're thinking Natasha Lyonne's or whatever.
I don't know. But he says, I step back and look at myself and I still want to kick that guy's ass sometimes.
Ah!
That's what he says about his character in High School Musical. He's like, aw, don't
Maybe he just
poo-poo
doesn't
that.
like that role.
Yeah, 'cause
Doesn't
you move
mean he
on.
regrets it.
Yes. Ben Affleck can't stand that he did Daredevil, even though that's where he ultimately got together with Jennifer Garner.
That
and
was
they had
a
3 kids.
bad movie.
That was before people realized you could make superhero movies and make them well.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said about Daredevil.
Because he was really, I'll give Ben Affleck credit. He was good as Batman. He was really good.
I think
Yeah.
he's a good actor.
Yeah.
How that was not awkward. How odd is it, or what are the odds that we would bring up this movie within 3 days more than one time? Grease 2.
I know.
Grease 2. We mentioned that the other day because Eric's wife loves that movie. It's like a nostalgic thing for her.
It's actually a
And we were
fun
talking
little
about
movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface also being in Grease 2. Michelle Pfeiffer can't stand that she was in Grease 2.
Who is the guy?
She says, I was young and didn't know better. I hated that film with a vengeance, and I could not believe how bad it was.
The very first movie she made was called Hollywood Nights, which was kind of like an Animal House knockoff. And
She's
she was 19, I believe.
Well, she looked young in this one.
Jessica Alba can't stand that she was in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. She said, I wanted to stop acting. I hated it. I really hated it. Now she just has all her money from the Honest Company.
You guys took those paychecks, though.
Sure
Yeah.
did. Timothy Chalamet.
What did he do?
Adam Sandler.
What movie?
A Rainy Day in New York.
Don't know that one.
It was a Woody Allen movie, so he donated his entire salary to charity because he got so much backlash for working with Woody Allen.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that's bravo.
That's nice.
Good for him.
Let's see, Channing Tatum. Speaking of G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. He said I was pushed into doing it. The script wasn't any good.
that
I didn't
movie.
see that one.
Never saw it.
That was they teased it. Yeah, it could have been so good because I love GI Joe as a kid.
They had Cobra Commander in it.
Yeah, it was what's his name? Oh my God, the kid from Third Rock from the Sun. What's that kid's? Josh.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah, I think he turned into be Cobra.
Okay.
But
Is that a spoiler alert?
They
I
had
don't
The
know.
Rock.
No idea.
It was The Rock and Channing Tatum. You're like, oh my God, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah, big action
And then
figures.
I think one of them dies like right away. Or maybe I'm thinking of the
spoilers.
second one. Maybe Channing Tatum was in the
There was a
second.
second one?
Yeah, The Rise-
Yeah, he does
isn't that
die
the-
right away,
isn't
I
G.I.
think.
Joe
Maybe
the
Rise
Rise
of Cobra was the first one.
Okay.
Him and Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, Wayans.
And then the second one, I think that's what it was. Channing Tatum, you think's back, and he gets killed in the first 5 minutes,
Oh, no.
and then it's all like The Rock is the main guy or
Getting
something.
revenge.
Another one. Don't you love Speed 2 Cruise Control, Eric?
No, it's not. It was the dumbest premise ever.
It's
So
dumb,
did
but I
Sandra
love
Bullock.
there's a out-of-control cruise ship.
On the list
Come
of
on.
actors that ultimately regretted their roles, Sandra Bullock says Speed 2 Cruise Control. That plot made no sense.
Yeah, nope.
No, it doesn't.
The plot is what? Somebody stole a boat. And
And they're going to
speeding.
ram it into the shore.
It's gonna
I
go
guess.
10 knots. No, it's like
And,
what?
and it does. Spoiler alert.
Crash.
It was awful.
It's like-
Plus, it ruined the whole first one. At
It
the end,
undid
you're like,
the
oh,
romance of
Keanu
the first
Reeves
one.
and her are going to be together forever. Nope, didn't work out.
No,
So you want to
they
be
just broke
number
up.
2. So they brought in Jason Patrick.
Yeah, that
And
guy.
the Lost Boys. George Clooney regrets Batman and Robin openly. This is an open story he's been talking about for years. He said, I thought at the time that this was going to be a very good career move. It wasn't.
It was the worst.
Because the
It was
director. I don't blame him. I blame the director.
Joel Schumacher.
He made it weird.
I
made
remember
it
being in the
campy.
theater watching that thinking, gosh, this movie's been on for a long time and we still haven't seen Batgirl. How much longer is this movie? That's the first time I ever was aware of the time of a movie.
Nobody's really like in the movie world. They do a Batgirl. It's like they're afraid to do.
They did. They filmed it, and then HBO, or the parent company,
Yeah.
they shelved it, and they said, we'll never release this movie. We're destroying it.
They finally did it.
What
and-
about, speaking of Batgirl, Eric, I mean, you guys are on the world of Marvel and all that. What about in DC Comics, where's Supergirl? How come she's not somebody
She's-
big?
Supergirl, they are launching it.
Yeah, it comes out next year.
Who
I
is
don't.
that?
I mean, they tease it in the new James Gunn
It's
movie.
the girl from House of Dragons.
But it's
So
been-
wait, there's Superwoman and there's Supergirl.
No. It's just the same
Superman,
person. Supergirl.
Supergirl,
Uh-huh.
Spider-Man,
like Supergirl's
Iron Man.
I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil things.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was Gal Gadot?
That was
Gal
Wonder
Gadot was
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
She's being
But I'm
recast.
thinking for 2025, I'm shocked that we haven't already had like a Supergirl series, like
It's
a
on
movie
its
for
way.
the last 15 years.
Well, it had a TV series
It did.
It
on
did?
CBS or WB or whatever, CW, whatever.
Yeah.
For like,
It ran for like
5 or 6
5 years.
Gosh, I can't remember.
there's a girl from Waterfront on Netflix. That one that's always in the top 10. She's
It
like,
was part of the Arrow universe. So the very first like DC TV show they did was Arrow, and then they spun off The Flash, and then they spun off Supergirl, and then they spun off Superman and Lois.
yeah, they put all these on CW. They're actually pretty decent. I never watched all of them, but
I haven't watched
saw.
any of them, but I know that they've had like a good long run for over a decade.
Well, there's your list of actors
And by the
who
way,
regret
speaking of
their roles.
Superman, the guy that plays Jimmy Olsen, he was also the
the
oldest.
new one?
Yeah, he's also the son of Righteous Gemstones, of Danny McBride's son, the main one.
Oh, yeah.
That kid.
We don't know his name, though. Not
I
funny,
don't
we
know
just
his
know his
name,
face.
no.
The son of Danny McBride.
He's
Righteous
hilarious.
Gemstones
He's
character.
Jimmy Olsen, but he's going to play, looks like Ben Stiller's son in Meet the Parents 4.
my
Oh,
God,
really?
the parents
Do we need to meet the parents for? Are they grandparents
That'd be
now?
fun.
Is he the grandparent now?
Yeah, because he'll be the grandson of De Niro, and he'll be the son of Ben Stiller. And
This kid
Another
is
girl.
so funny. He
Here's Polo.
steals the show in the new Superman movie as Jimmy Olsen. I think he's hilarious. But he
What's his
started.
name?
His name is. Hold on, I'm looking at it.
Well, you're looking at it. He started. Remember, they did the Three Stooges.
Skylar Gisondo.
Okay.
Gideon Gemstone is who he
Yeah,
plays.
Gideon.
They did the Three Stooges movie, like, oh, God, was about 15 years ago. It was the guys who did something about Mary.
No, I almost said Fratelli Brothers.
Fairly Brothers.
The Fairly Brothers did Three Stooges, and he was young Mo. And that's what launched his
Can I
career.
just say that between the three of us, the last 2 days, maybe even you, Kev, we are a whole bunch of. What's that guy's name that plays
Yes,
Bella
we
Laugh?
just discombobulated.
We have been that show because there are so many actors on so many shows that not everybody is watching universally anymore.
Yeah.
That we're like, that person that was in that show, they're in this show. What's their name?
That's like these people we can't have on the radio. Like, I'd love to talk to them, but nobody would know who the hell they are.
No, you know
Yeah,
their names.
you don't know their names. You just know their
Like Jimmy
faces or their
Fallon.
roles.
And Jimmy Fallon could have that person on. Could be, that's that one guy.
Right. Oh,
On
hey,
radio.
you're that dude.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to be like, everyone, Google right now this
What
guy.
this person looks like, and then you can enjoy this interview. Then you'll know who we're talking to. That's 100% true. All right, we're going to go over some of the items that people just don't buy anymore. We were talking about AM radio. We first started, for those just tuning in, 6 o'clockers. Today is our 19th anniversary. 19 years ago today, we started the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE. And we were talking about AM radio. I said, sorry, I just have to ask this question. I'm in radio. Why do we still need AM? Because FM sounds so much cleaner. Can't we just switch everybody over? Blah, 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 blah. And that's just something I wouldn't purchase it if you had to. Hell no, I wouldn't purchase that.
And it's funny, 19 years ago at this time, we're doing roses today. They wouldn't let us, our old company sent us a cease and desist.
And then that's how we changed it into Roula and Ryan's Roses.
I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Take that.
It was called the War then.
Yeah.
The War of the Roses. All right. So, what are some items you just don't buy anymore? Maybe you don't realize you're not buying it until I tell you you're not buying it.
What do I not buy anymore?
There's one thing on the list that has become an Instagram thing, maybe just on my algorithm, not yours, but we're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a little debate about it. I'll find out what's on the list next on KRVE.
104.1 KRBE, The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, there are things that we just aren't realizing could soon disappear off of our grocery store shelf if we don't start buying it.
It happens gradually, I've noticed. It's not like all of a sudden one day, boom, it's gone.
I still laugh. Remember I told you that back in like 2005 or 6,
Arm & Hammer deodorant? I always
was
think of
out,
you with
and
that
I
one.
loved it. I'm like, I don't want this to go away because my favorite toothpaste went away. So I would go to Kroger and I'd buy like 7 or 8 of them.
Stockpiled.
That was always in my mind, thinking that like corporates looking at like,
Sales.
oh wow, Houston, that Kroger really likes Arm &
But you
Hammer.
bought 7 or 8 of them that one time, and then you probably wouldn't buy one again for like 2
I know, that's
years.
what I was
So
hoping.
you're
you defeated the
thinking that
purpose.
one person can make a difference and keep a product on the shelves.
Yes, I know, small-minded. but-
That's okay.
No,
we
it's
tried.
not. I mean, hey, you liked it.
Well, obviously, our consumer behavior is constantly changing, especially amongst the younger generation. And there are a lot of items that were once essentials in households that have seen a massive decline in sales. Here are some popular items that they say younger people simply are just not buying anymore. I really find this
Come
one
here,
hard to
Bod.
believe.
All right.
Let's
says-
get them out on here.
Young people, I guess they're talking about people in their 20s,
Yep.
like 18 to 29.
Yeah, well, you're buying power because think about it, you're buying for your 13-year-old adult.
Okay.
So that's 20.
Yeah,
20 to
because
30.
I'm buying for a whole bunch of kids that eat this item I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, so I'd say 8. We'll say 18 to 30.
Okay. Breakfast cereal. Ahmad, do you eat breakfast cereal?
No, not
Ever?
anymore.
Never?
Not anymore.
Is it
My
because
boyfriend does, but I don't.
Because it's expensive, do you think, and not
I've
worth
always been a savory breakfast kind of guy. Like when we get donuts in here, I'll eat some, but like
You want the kolache.
I want the kolache. You know, I
So you
like
want your
bacon.
protein.
Yeah, I want the bacon. I want the sausage.
The sausage and gravy kolache from Kolache Shop or
That's
factory.
Ooh,
or whatever.
weighted down.
Savory.
Ah, so good. Okay, so
Bagel.
breakfast cereal is an item that consumer behavior has changed on. That just they've seen a massive decline in sales in breakfast cereal, a massive decline in sales in canned tuna. I can't tell you the last time I bought canned.
But now
tuna.
they have
Some of it's bad for you. I think albacore, you're not supposed to have that.
Oh, really?
I learned that at
Really?
the scan.
Oh, you really did?
Uh-huh.
An
You
advanced
got a
body
body
scan?
scan?
Why's that?
Yeah, I think it has a lot of mercury in it.
Oh, I'll have to look that
What's
up.
that Starkist one that they have the pouches now and it's like
There's the pouches.
jalapeno? They have just like
So many
7
pouches.
They're trying to spice it up, make it
Yeah.
have more pizzazz.
different flavors and stuff.
You know, it's very odd because I stopped eating there are things in your life that make you stop eating things. I got food poisoning off a tuna sandwich, so I just stopped eating tuna sandwiches after that. But
Never had that
I had
before.
a lot of tuna sandwiches in my life as a kid.
I've never had one.
Really? Starkist was like always a staple.
It smells.
Never have. I mean, I like
like if you
spicy
leave that
tail,
in
like
your
tuna and
locker.
sushi, but I've never had.
If you go to a proper sub place and they make you like their fresh tuna salad, I mean, that's going to
Kevin,
be
there's
bomb.
a place
Subway.
It's called Subs. It's called Subs. I forget where it's at. Somebody was listening. The guy's from Delaware. He moved down to Houston, and he makes. It's called
Subs.
It's in the white lettering. I don't know where
What
it's
part
at.
of town?
I came out and saw it on TikTok.
Oh,
I'm
he's on TikTok.
And I was like, I was going to send it to Kevin, but I forgot he doesn't have TikTok.
No, I don't.
See what you're missing.
Would it be in
out
would it be
It's
in
like
like
a strip center type thing, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was like city somewhere.
could
I
it be
I
in
can't remember the name.
Pasadena? Because if you go down Spencer Highway,
Why would it
it's
be
like-
so far? He doesn't leave the loop.
No, I just saw it on
that's
TikTok,
true.
though.
Oh, you
But like
saw
on
it.
Spencer Highway, there's one store. It's called Guns. Another one called Books. Another one called
Yeah.
Shoes.
If anyone knows, it's
called
called
Subs.
It's called
Means
Subs. The
Subs.
guy's from Delaware originally, and he wanted some good.
And you found them on
Because
TikTok.
you can't find a
but
good
know where
sub
he
down
is.
here.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, Kevin would love this just to say Wurder.
I don't know about you guys, but you guys are always raving. I like Jersey Mike's. I like Jimmy John's. What do you mean you
And
can't
Jersey
find a
Mike's
good
is
sub?
good.
I think
Jersey
the
Mike's is
closest
pretty
I
good.
found to a northern sub would be Lenny's Subs, and there's only a few of them left in Houston.
Well, I don't know if they're using canned tuna there, but the consumers are not buying canned tuna anymore at the grocery store. Other things that are that were once very popular that have seen a massive decline in sales: bar soap. I like bar
I still
soap.
buy it.
I still use that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
You don't like that?
Zest bar
No,
soap.
you start off with the bar and then you move on to like the scented one.
Yeah,
'Cause the bar's
like
like
in the shower,
antibacterial.
it's just easier
do
than
Yeah.
using the
I
pump.
just do one.
You know, use like
Oh.
Zest or something or Irish Spring or.
I use Irish Spring as the liquid, but like that's not antibacterial to me.
Oh, I didn't know that you need to do a double wash.
Yeah, y'all don't do
I don't
that.
double
Wait,
wash.
what? Why would
Well, they dry your
soap
skin out?
not be
Soap.
antibacterial?
Because
all
it's
soap
all
is
more focused
Or
on
you're
like
clean and
the
clean.
scent.
Really?
What?
That's how I feel.
So you want to
Whatever you want.
you want to get the bacteria off, and then after
then
you've done
put on
that,
the
then
scent.
put your scent
Whatever makes
soap.
you cleaner, I will never shame somebody for double cleaning
true.
themselves. You wash away there, Ahmad.
Okay.
Everyone's saying
crazy.
Webster, by the way.
In Webster
in
is where
Webster?
subs is
That's what people are
on
saying.
TikTok.
Okay.
Okay.
There
Well,
it is.
we'll
This
have
guy,
to
yeah,
do
this-
some a
this
deep
guy.
dive. It just says subs on a red brick building.
Center with not a whole lot of fanfare, you'll find a simple sub shop. It's where Mike Antonini has been making his superior sub sandwiches since 1990.
So what got you into making subs? Beach working.
Originally from a foreign place called Delaware, Mike moved to Texas in the early 70s when he went to school at St. Edwards in Austin.
So there you go.
It's called subs
There's
in
that
Webster.
chubby guy on. He does like the Texas bucket list or something on the weekends on TV.
Okay.
I
got
think
a
I'm
beard?
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I saw it from. So there you go. Go to Webster.
I ain't going to Webster.
Where's Webster at?
I don't, you can find that on a map.
You're not
I
going
don't
to
even know
go.
where it is. Where is Webster?
Webster's on your way to Galveston.
I know where
Yeah,
it is.
you're not going to Webster.
It's on the south
There
side.
you go, Kev.
45 South.
Get some subs on your way to the beach.
On the way to the beach. Now you're talking.
Yeah,
That's a
sub
good
party.
idea. How far off the highway is it? I'm going to find it now. Webster. Okay. Well, I'm not ready for that.
Okay, I'll keep going. I can keep going.
not
but
ready
I just
for
was
that.
checking the time. Fabric
Talked about
softener
the subs.
also, they
Oh,
say. No, listen, Ahmad, if you're doing a double wash, then you should smell extra great. But do you also use fabric softener on your clothes?
I don't use fabric.
I'm
softener.
obsessed right now with Downy Unstoppables. I am obsessed.
Oh, the little beads.
That teal one. I am
Okay.
obsessed with Downy Unstoppables.
You put too many in though.
No, you just do a capful
Then it
with your
smells too
wash.
sweet. Yeah,
It
then you get
smells
too
so
like
dangerous.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah, I
want it
don't
too
like that.
soft.
They say
also.
that's also on the list of things that people aren't buying. I
So
beg
it's
to
expensive
differ.
if people
I
are
beg
trying to-
differ.
Yeah.
I don't add
We're
in
using the
more.
bare essentials now.
Yeah.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Tachys Fiber. So, Christian Walker's ninth inning hits lifted the Astros to a 4-3 win over the Diamondbacks. They swept them.
That's
So,
nice.
this is awesome.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, because I looked at the lineup. I'm like, this team sucks when you look at the lineup.
Yeah.
Because Altuve was resting. Smith was resting. Cam Smith was resting. I'm like,
Okay, actually,
who the
Eric,
hell's out here? This is the Space
I
Cowboys.
it
joked
is.
with my husband
So
last
much heart,
night
though, man.
because when I had my ankle surgery and I had to broadcast from the house, every single day I'd watch every single Astros game. That's how I knew all of their idiosyncrasies and all their little like ticks and all the stuff they do when they bat. And now that my husband is down with knee replacement surgery, I was like, oh, are you watching Astros game? We don't even know who the players are.
Well,
A lot of them brought
Because
up
they've
from
been out,
Space
to your
Cowboys.
point.
like the pitcher was Walter, and he was dropped by some other team because he sucked. They said, and we took him in our
He's
pitching
great.
staff. I'm surprised our pitcher coaches aren't people aren't stealing them.
I know. Can I make a point? Yesterday I looked up who has the best record in baseball. It's the Brewers. 60 games won, 40 games lost.
In the National League.
Oh, is that the National League?
Not the American
League, we have the best record.
No, that's what I'm saying, but overall in baseball.
Yeah.
MLB best record is 60-40, the Brewers. We are 59-42.
Isn't that crazy?
So we're pretty much right there, tops of baseball. We don't even know our players' names right
we're
now.
Number one in the American League.
Amaze.
That's pretty cool. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo announced that it has been named the best fair and rodeo by the Academy of Country Music. And this is for the third year in a row. The award was given for the 2024 event. The last rodeo saw 2 million attendees. Rodeo organizers announced a record $10.5 million given away in scholarship money to 529 Texas students. That's pretty impressive.
That's cool. Hey, did you also see the mayor talked about today and yesterday and today? They're going to have a lot of cops out again on 45 and 59. Looking for people speeding, acting crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, for the next, probably now, they're bringing out every cop out there.
Good, because there are not many things that I fear in this world, but 45 is one of them.
There's some aggressive drivers up on there.
Oh, yeah.
45 at night, nope.
I don't know if it's good telling people, though. Shouldn't they just surprise them?
Hey, no. I mean, if it's going to get people to slow down and save lives, then tell them.
For 2 days, and then they're back to normal.
Or maybe there's a couple of them that are just like hiding out the next few days when the awareness has gone away and you just get them.
Maybe.
Like, I feel like the Beltway is covered in
do the right
constables
thing.
hiding. The Beltway, the constables are covering the Beltway and they always hide. I'm constantly aware of my speed on the Beltway because out of nowhere. I was going to church with 4 kids. I got pulled over by a constable. I was like, my kids were like, "Oh no, what's happening, Mommy?" I was like,
he's going to get arrested.
Mommy was speeding, going to see Jesus.
I'd be like, how about you guys get rid of those motorcycles that are going 120 miles an hour at nighttime?
Oh, I know. Those guys on the crotch rockets, those things are so
the cops
dangerous.
don't ever pull them over. I'm like, come on. I'm going to catch him. I'm going to ask Cliff today.
How can they catch them, though?
Cliff, our friend that's a constable, he's coming in because they're doing their Texas Roadhouse where they work for tips tonight.
Oh, awesome.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll bring all the police officers in here. We'll ask them.
Do a little Q&A.
Ask if they have a quota.
That's always been the myth. Is there a quota? We're at the end of the month, Cliff. We're at the end of the month. Is there a quota? We'll get those answers for sure.
2 big things are coming up next.
Okay, we have the Benson backflip. We will reveal the 4 times today that you could score a chance to be in the KRBE suite. And we've got roses. If you have questions in your relationship, you think your mate's cheating, we get you the answers next on KRBE.
Good morning from the Bell Furniture.